March 23, 2025, marked the third anniversary of the trade that sent Tyreek Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Miami Dolphins. Despite all that has happened since, the five-time All-Pro receiver remains one of the happiest players in South Beach. Recently, Hill thanked the Dolphins for changing his life on X, formerly Twitter, in response to a fan page commemorating the date. While he initially didn't want to leave Kansas City, Hill recognizes the significant role Miami has played in both his career and personal life. The Dolphins not only acquired Hill but made him the highest-paid receiver in NFL history at the time. Since joining Miami, he has been the league's most lethal and productive offensive weapon, leading in receiving yards and proving he remains at the top of his position. With these factors in mind, it's easy to understand why the 31-year-old receiver holds the franchise and its fanbase in such high regard. However, many wonder what could have happened if Hill had stayed with the Chiefs. Kansas City has won 2 Super Bowls since his departure, but they've also had some struggles at times. In the crushing Super Bowl 59 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, the lack of a receiver of Hill's caliber might have been a game-changer. Had Hill been available in that game, perhaps Patrick Mahomes' offense would have had more options to counter the Eagles' power. Since Hill left Kansas City, the franchise has tried to fill the void he left. They've experimented with different players and strategies but have yet to find an option that truly replicates his impact. Recently, the Chiefs used a first-round pick on Xavier Worthy, a fast receiver who could bring a similar playing style. However, Worthy is still developing and has not shown the same consistency Hill displayed during his time in Kansas City. While Worthy has shown flashes of talent as a deep threat and in short yardage plays, his physical limitations have impacted his performance. Unlike Hill, Worthy is less robust and doesn't have the same strength to win on intermediate routes. Hill, despite being shorter, always stood out for his explosive power and speed, making him a more complete receiver. Interestingly, Hill and the Dolphins didn't end the 2024 season on the best note. In the final games of the year, Hill faced some challenges, and his relationship with the team seemed to waver. In the loss to the New York Jets in the regular season finale, he was accused of not showing the same effort as in previous games. Rumors then swirled that he was considering leaving Miami. Despite these ups and downs, Hill has maintained a positive attitude and remains committed to the Dolphins. His on-field production has been undeniable, and as long as he continues to dominate as one of the best receivers in the league, Miami will continue to rely on him to lead their offense. Tyreek Hill's trade to Miami changed the landscape of the NFL. On one hand, the Dolphins acquired a superstar who has elevated their offensive level. On the other hand, the Chiefs have had to adapt and find new ways to keep their offense dynamic without him. In hindsight, Hill could have added more championships if he had stayed in Kansas City, but he also achieved the status of one of the NFL's most iconic players during his time in Miami. His legacy in the league is secure, and no matter where he plays in the future, he will always be remembered as one of the most electrifying receivers of his generation.